and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. Our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Boston. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference.
And you know, for the Celtics, they're in a good spot as the season winds down. Probably starting to think playoff strategy at this point. Just have to keep themselves above that play-in line.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the small forward. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Here's Prosper.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
White with it. In the corner, Tatum with it. Back to White. Inside. Here's Tatum. Grizzlies with the rebound. Wells wide open. And it's off from three-point range. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. In the corner, Tatum with it. White dishes to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Wells. Rebounded by Hauser.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
Now White, 11-point game his last outing. To the paint, here's Tatum. Off with the layup.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Pass to Jerome. Shot clock at 6. White finds Tatum. And it's Coward with the rebound. The Grizzlies trailing. Now Jerome. Pass to Coward. 5 to shoot. And that one is hammered home.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
They set the pick. Here's Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Mercy, Jayson Tatum is a bad man.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Jerome against White. Jerome passes to Hendricks. Here's Wells. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Celtics have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Richard, if you're a top team right now, you're really trying to perform your best to set the tone for the playoffs, to really get that mindset, aren't you?
Yeah, teams that end on a win streak often carry some positive momentum in the first round, but don't allow for it to get you overconfident.
And Brown drops them both. And defensively, man, the Celtics sure switch a lot.
Yeah, that strategy is the norm in the NBA. They have versatile defenders that do it, though, and it's still a big part of how they stifle their opponent's three-point shooting.
Jerome with it. White covering. Pass to Coward. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Wells, no good.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Brown the pass to Keita. Back to Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Shoots over Wells. Boston, no good that time either.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Prosper. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
They set the pick. And here's Tatum for three. And it's Coward with the rebound.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Pass to Hendricks. Memphis moving it around. Here's Jerome. That ties the game.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the dunk by Tatum.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Lets it go from deep. And that one is off.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chance.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Hendricks, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Jerome, good. Jerome's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. White inside, guarded by Jerome.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Wells' shot is good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now here's White. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Walsh. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range. And the Celtics lead by 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Jerome with the screen for Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now here's White. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Wells. 6-point game. And the basket by Jackson.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's White. Up and in on the layup.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Prosper. Now Jackson. Into the lane. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. White drives in. Good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's Rupert. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Now here's Gonzalez. Still yet to score. Pass to Garza. From past the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And so it's the Boston Celtics, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Oh, man. Their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
Taj Gibson is out there with Jackson, and it's Spencer in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Chalk up 2 there.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota to start a 3-game homestand with that game. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Tatum's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Gibson. And that one drops for him.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You watch Jayson Tatum, Richard. He looks comfortable in everything he does.
And even though it's a hard game, he just makes it look so easy. And I think being an NBA champion, that's giving him a little boost in confidence.
And so he makes both from the line. Lots of moments, RJ, shine through in the career of Jayson Tatum.
The one that sticks out to me was the moment of relief after they won the finals. The "we did it" quote will live in Celtics infamy, echoing that of the great Kevin Garnett.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. No one covering. Pritchard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Memphis moving that ball around. Outside Jackson. Pass to Jerome. Pocket 6. Pocket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Tatum, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Here's Jerome. 6 points for him. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the evening. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
There's the pick. Tries from 10. And Gonzalez pulls it down. Celtics leading by 8. From 18 feet away. No good on the shot. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Rejected by Gonzalez. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And Memphis making a change here. Prosper's checked in. Jerome with it. He's got 9. And really deep through that time. Jerome's got 12 in the game. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. The 3 from Tatum. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
This is what great scorers do. Tatum rises to the three-point challenge.
Jerome passes to Jackson. Back to Jerome. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 14 points for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Left side, Tatum. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Jerome against Richard. Got it. And the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Jerome. It's stolen. Here's Coward. He's covered by Brown. It's good. Coward's got his first points of the night.
He's good enough where it takes a lot to bother him at the rim like that.
And White kicks to Tatum. Pritchard from outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Wells is checked in. Here's Brown. That one a little long. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Wells' shot is good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Brown. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Pass to Coward. Now Jerome. Here's Prosper. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Here's Hauser. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
A shot by Wells, no good.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And here's Brown outside, buries the long-range jumper. Now it's a 6-point Celtic lead. Pass to Prosper. Outside Jackson. They get it back. Now here's Wells. They shoot again. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Boston leading by 6. Out to White. Jacks up a 3. Wells grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And Jackson throws it down home.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Boston has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Over to the left wing. Pritchard from outside. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And Memphis making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Cade is checked in. .146 left to play here in the half. shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
And Jerome drops them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And we've watched Brown blossom into a talented scorer, someone who's capable of shouldering that entire offensive load.
And Brown drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Pass to Prosper. Here's Jerome. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Brown right side. 56 seconds left in the first half. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isola. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Jackson, he's checked in for Jalen Wells. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Golden State. Pass to Hendricks. Back to Jerome. 43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Prosper. 2 points. That one goes. Prosper's got 8 points. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Hauser. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. White against Jerome. Here's Jackson, and it's in there. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
And finished off by Brown.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. That'll do it for the first half. Celtics lead by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Boston Celtics.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
They've been cashing in on those. We'll see if the sharp shooting continues. All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Ty Jerome getting it done today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Celtics leading by 6. And let's go courtside. There's some news on Jalen Wells. Allie, how's he doing?
Thanks, guys. I did get some news from the Grizzlies' head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Though it'll take some time to fully recovery from this injury, the staff has given him the green light to play on it. Guys?
Allie, thank you for the update. Guys, it doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Out on the block, it's Tatum with Keita. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3. Pass to Hauser. It's Brown on the wing. 13 points in the game. And it's White missing. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Now Wells. Here's Prosper. Hendricks passes to Wells. Over Brown. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Outside Tatum. Calling the jam by Tatum.
A big guy with handles. Tatum ain't built like the rest. He's just built differently.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. And Jerome has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They're scoreless since the first half. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Brown, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Well, and the 3 off target.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the second round.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing on him because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
Pass to Coward. And here is Wells. Here's Coward. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Jerome. Here's Brown driving in. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Speed on display there from Brown. This man can turn on the Jets. He has another gear.
Wells finds Jerome. Here's Coward. He's covered by Brown. Here's Prosper. Got a hand on it. White against Jerome. Pass to Tatum. Brown outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Prosper's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Wells. The rebound by Keita. Keita's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jayson beats you in so many different ways.
Jerome deciding where to go with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Prosper. The rebound by Keita. Keita's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Now here's Brown. He's tightly guarded. Brown gets it done inside.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now Jerome. 25 points in the game. And a shot by Wells, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to Hauser. Here's Keita. And the Celtics making a change here. Garza's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Tatum. Brown outside. Rebounded by Prosper. Prosper's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Pass to Wells. Light covering. Clock at 6. Here's Hendricks. Here's Coward. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Coward's got 5. White drives in. Here's Hauser. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. G.G. Jackson. He's checked in for Memphis. Celtics making a switch here. Here's Coward. He's covered by Brown. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Pass to Shireman. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Pritchard passes to Walsh. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Down low. Here's Garza. And he goes in for the dunk.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
Pass to Hendricks. And they pick up 2.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Memphis. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pritchard passes to Brown. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Wells. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Wells has got 6.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Brown down low. Drilled from 6 feet. Brown's got 19 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's the Boston Celtics ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got G.G. Jackson. He's out there with Taj Gibson, and it's Jerome in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Rupert. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rupert's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies. Tatum on the wing. Here's the screen. Over Jackson. Tatum's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Poked away. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Count that bucket.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
Jerome against Pritchard. Here's Gonzalez. Jerome with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Jackson passes to Gibson, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Jayson Tatum did not like that one.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Out to the right wing. Gibson the screen. Basket counts.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And Memphis making a change here. Prosper's checked in. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Up top, Jerome. He's covered by Pritchard. 6 to shoot. Pass to Prosper. As he pulls it in.
Oh, that's a shot he's got to hit. Brick.
Brown finds Tatum.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, yeah, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whew.
Jerome with it. Here's Jackson. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Past season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Now, multi-talented swingman Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
Launches it. And the basket by Prosper. Prosper's got it back down to single digits for the Grizzlies.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Tatum no good. And Jerome has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Into the lane, Tatum. It's rebounded by Memphis. Hendricks has got his 6th rebound on the night. Coward misses in close.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be.
Oh, Jayson Tatum finishes with authority.
2 extra loud points there by Jayson Tatum, sending a message.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Hendricks. Now Jerome. Here's Prosper. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Wells. Off target with his three. Tatum down low. Inside, Tatum finds the deuce.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Here's Prosper. No one near as Jerome lets it go. It's good from long range.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's the screen, and here's Tatum for three. And the three ball is good. Tatum's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Sam Hauser, Bullet White.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. From outside the arc. And it's Coward with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Pass to Jerome. Here's Hendricks. White with the defensive effort. The Celtics have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Timeout called by Coach Iserlohn. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Jerome. Here's Coward. He's covered by Brown. 5 on the clock. Here's Jerome. From deep. Rebounded by Tatum. He takes it in, and he banks the layup in.
Tatum's become very good at finding high percentage shots, driving hard, not just settling for jumpers.
Here's Coward. He's covered by Brown. No good. Had a chance to end the run right there. Jayson Tatum. He's off from 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. Yeah, easy call.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. 17 points was their biggest margin. White drives in. Outside Tatum takes the 3. And it doesn't go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no cover.
Jerome against White. Now here's Wells. Guarded closely. No good.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Boston.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jayson Tatum.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Back to Jerome. Pass to Coward. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jerome, and it's sent back by White. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 20. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Also, we've seen some wild finishes in our time. You can't afford to lose focus for just 1 second.
That's a 2 from Pritchard. Missed. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.